Okay.
Don't know, now you do know Gunz, the Gunz Show live from Madison Square Garden in New York City. This is Gunz, the Gunz Show. Everyone stop what they're doing, stop, focus, and pay attention. I'm stoked to welcome to the show. We've had pretty much, I think, everybody else from his band on. The name of the band's called Mariana's Treads, but now we actually have Josh on. So, I don't know, you have a lot to live up to, man.
Well, I'll do my best.
All right, perfect. It's twitter.com/mtrent and then twitter.com/Josh Ramsay. How are you, man? Welcome to the show.
I'm good, man. Thanks for having me.
We hung out a bunch on the Simple Plan for the Sickest Kids tour that you guys did, and we had a lot of fun together, including, there was one thing that particularly stuck out in my mind. You kept asking people, you go around to fans and different people if they would tattoo Space Jam on their knuckles. Did you ever find anyone to do that and how much money it would take for them to do it?
Yes, a friend of ours did it for free.
No way, really?
I just had to pay for the tattoo, and which actually only means I had to give the tattoo artist a 6-pack of beer.
Dude, are you? I didn't even know that happened. I figured the answer.
Yeah, man. It's tattooed on his wrist. It says Space Jam right on his wrist, man. A fucking movie with Michael Jordan and Bugs Bunny tattooed on his wrist forever.
Forever. When aliens come down to play basketball with Michael Jordan, he's got that on there.
Well, the funny thing is, right now, even it's not. It's funny, but it's like already. It's been a long time since that movie was out, and a lot of people don't even know what it is.
Right.
Imagine what it's going to be like for that guy, like 30 years from now. Like, no one's going to know what the hell Space Jam is, but it's still going to be loud and proud on his wrist.
I think we can say he'll be single. He won't be getting any girls anytime soon. So. Yeah,
the best part is he was out with us. We were out there were some adult beverages involved.
Always.
And he was out with us, and his girlfriend was at his place waiting for him, and he was late because he was out drinking and getting a Space Jam tattoo. So then he got home, and she's already pissed at him because he's ditched her all night, and then he's like, hey, baby, check out what I got.
Feast your eyes on this.
Yeah, pretty awesome.
Oh, my God, that's fucking great. Listen, 2011 was Mariana's Treads, especially here in America. Obviously, you guys have been killing it there up in Canada, and they love you up there. But here, 2011, you kind of got a strong showing here, whether it was that Glamour Kill story you did with, like, the Ready Set, and then obviously the Simple Plan tour, and just, word of mouth is really picking up for you guys here in America.
I think we've been really lucky. I think it always takes a bit of luck, and lucky for me, it's still continuing. I mean, a lot of people are showing up to the shows, and we didn't know, man. Like when we did that Glamour Kills tour,
right.
We thought nobody was going to be there for us. Like we thought we were just going to have to be winning people over again, which is fine. And then it was like everybody knew our stuff, and it was really shocking. I feel like it's kind of what happened for us in Canada as well, where like the fan base was there. Like for us in Canada, the fan base was there before the actual industry caught up to it and realized that we had a fan base going. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like that's sort of happening in the States for us now too, which is exciting. It's great.
Yeah, and the thing is, dude, you guys are the fans are nuts. You guys just did an arena tour up there in Canada, and instead of opening for All Time Low, which is probably the way some would think it should have been, All Time Low was opening for you guys. That's wild. Yeah. That's crazy, man.
I don't know, man. I mean that happens with Canadian bands sometimes, where you might be really big in your own country, and you're working your way up in another one, right? It's just the way it goes sometimes.
Yeah, no disrespect.
With All Time Low, right? It just depends where we're touring together. Sometimes I'm sure if it was in another country, I'm sure we would be happy to open for them, and in this country, they were okay to open for us, and it's just the way it goes sometimes. And you have to not really have ego about that kind of thing,
Right. I mean, no disrespect or anything like that. I was just saying that I don't think some people here realize just how big you guys, kind of are.
We're fortunate. We're fortunate that we've done well for ourselves in Canada. We're very lucky.
Cool, man. Well, listen, you got a lot to talk about here coming up. First of all, you will be doing one of the biggest festivals, especially that we've had here, called Bamboozle. Talk about this, man. This is gonna be huge for you. This is gonna be nuts, dude. There's gonna be a lot of people there for you.
It's going to be fun, man. We've played a lot of festivals. We've played a lot of Canadian festivals, and I love playing festival shows, man. It's a great vibe. You get out there. There's a lot of people, and it's a great way for. I think it's a great way for fans to meet new bands and stuff and hear new bands, because there's always so many options, And Bamboozle, what is it? It's
Foo Fighters,
right?
Yeah, it's a giant thing. Yeah, Foo Fighters, Blink-182, Skrillex, Incubus, and there's a secret guest which I can't say or else I get sued. But so it's probably not going to be too bad.
Awesome. Yeah, we're really excited.
And then after that, or even before that, leading up, this is what I really wanted to have you on, because you guys, because you guys are constantly touring, but you're not always here in the States too much. As you speak here with Josh Ramsay of Marianas Trench, it's twitter.com/mtrench. You guys are actually doing some shows here, including one here in New York City. But talk about this, a little bit of a little touring stint, all right?
Yeah, I think I think at this point, what we have to do is go out on some bigger tours, opening for people, and then every now and then just go out by ourselves and do a couple of shows and see how it's going. You're never going to know unless you try, right?
Right, there you go. You came out with a music video not too long ago. It's rather better than not good. It's rather good than not good, if you would, of a music video.
Are you talking about the video for Fallout with all the explosions?
Yes, yeah, pretty good, not bad, not too shabby.
Yeah, it was fun, man, and it's there's no CGI in that video, which means it actually was me just getting blown up all day.
Sweet, dude, yeah. And thank God you got pieced together. Must be that Space Jam juice.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a fun video, man. It was. I was a little nervous the first explosion because I couldn't see it, like everybody else could see it, but I'm running away from it, so I don't really know. And it's pretty close. Like, it's not that far. Like, I can feel it and hear it, and like it's hot. You know what I mean? And it's a little sketchy the first one, but then you get used to it, and then you do it all day.
Right. So a future movie star as well as music star. Josh Ramsay on the show. So hopefully we'll get more of that going on. The album's obviously out. I want to pick your brain just a little bit here because I'm kind of like reintroducing you, a lot of listeners, reintroducing you to the world, if you would. We have worldwide listeners here. Let me pick your brain a little bit here. The album, absolutely incredible. It's been doing very well. There's something for everybody on this album. The melodies are like infectious as like crabs. You know what I'm saying? Like they're so like, and there's an epidemic of crabs apparently going on. So
Thanks, man. I've never had my music compared to an STD, but I'm really glad that today was the day. And your music is catchy like AIDS.
Oh God, I don't know. Yeah, but no, I mean, just from the the writing standpoint, man, just talk about the album because I think it came out. It didn't come out too well polished or anything, and plus your stage show, the live presence on Marianas Trench is incredible, and you can actually hit all those notes, man. And like, was that really important when it came across in the recording process?
I think to me what the most important part was is I always wanted to do a song. I always wanted to do a record. Ever since I was in like early high school, I wanted to do an album where it was kind of just one song. Like every song led to the next song, and there was never a stop on the album.
Okay.
And that's what I was really focused on when we were doing it. I'm fortunate enough that I own the recording studio where we record our albums.
Right.
So I don't really have to watch the clock. I can just kind of go in on a Monday, and hopefully I have a finished with nothing, and then hopefully have a finished recorded song by Friday or Saturday. And that's kind of how we did the album. I just sort of did it one song at a time. And there's a couple ideas that didn't make the cut, of course.
Right.
You do it like that, but it was a fun way to do it because it keeps it really fresh. You're not just listening to. In a normal album, they usually record an instrument at a time, which means like 3 weeks of listening to drums and then 3 weeks of listening to bass.
Like
it's really
scratch
hard
guitar
to
and stuff.
keep the ideas flowing that way, man. It's not fresh ever. So doing it this way, where you're just like, okay, I got an idea. Like I'd get Ian, our drummer, in. I'd be like, okay, man, just play this beat. Okay, now play this beat. Okay, now play this one. And now give me a couple of fills, and then I'll piece together what I want. And like that's kind of how we did it. And it was cool, man. It was just fast and fresh. It was great. It was rad.
That's awesome. It also makes it so much fun to play live. Because of the freshness and the newness of all those songs too.
Oh yeah, because then by the time we go to rehearsals for the tours and stuff, by the time we went to rehearsals for the first tour, we had never actually played any of those songs together because I wrote them in the studio. Right? So we had never actually sat down together and played any of those songs.
Wow, that's incredible. My favorite song by far, dude, is "By Now," dude. "By Now" is such a jam. I want that song to be everywhere. I want oh God, it's so good, dude.
Thanks a lot, man. Yeah, that one is going to be a single. I don't know if it's going to be the next single, but it is definitely going to be one for sure.
Good. And still touring the asses off on this album, Marianas Trench. So definitely pick it up from from them as well. Yeah, dude, just the writing style and everything. Now, will you come up with lyrics at the end, or will you have because, dude, wow, a little bit of study there. We'll edit that part out. The thing that besides just your statesmanship is that you're also a very good producer and also writer. You wrote with What's-Her-Face up there in Canada, who's now killing it. What's
Oh, you're talking about Carly?
Yeah, she's everywhere now, dude. She's gonna be huge.
Yeah. Last I checked, that one's like number 8 or 7 or something on iTunes there in the States. Yeah, I did that song too. Yeah, I did.
So, so talk about just like writing, just the production standpoint of yourself.
That's something I just kind of always did. Like, I grew up in a weird, sort of a weird musical family, and my father owned a recording studio, so I grew up in studios and learned about engineering and producing and stuff when I was like super young. So it just sort of, once I had enough success in the band that I could sort of get a studio going myself, that became part of my writing process. Like, I would just go and come up with ideas and record them, and then I sort of fell into then doing that for other people as well.
Perfect. Now, did you realize that song's gonna be? I mean, that song's already, like you said, number 7 here, like in America. It's gonna just, and you're not even here with it, so it's gonna be nuts, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah. But it's good because it's. I feel great that I've been a part of, making the opportunity for Carly, but it's also a great opportunity for me and for my band as well, because, people start to figure out who wrote it and who produced it and stuff, and that's good for me too.
What's the main website people can go to see so they can see the tour dates? Because I want everyone, shows are gonna sell out very quickly. Some of them I think already did. So where can people go to find out about more of the tour dates for Mariana's Trench?
I would just go to our Facebook page, which is just Facebook/Mariana's Trench, or just marianastrench.net.
Awesome, man. Hey, nice re-meeting you, if you would.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
I remember you coming to Angels and Kings. We had a blast here in New York City, so congrats on that. Good luck with everything. I'll see you at Bamboozle. Sound good?
All right, thanks, dude.
Cool. Yo,